Hi everybody, Ron Placone here. You're watching another summary from the Indie Bohemians morning show. And happy Thursday. This is our last one for the week here. And I always try to end on something a little lighter, something a little positive. So this morning, one of the things that we discussed, which is there was a really cool episode this morning. Actually, we did an interview with Ted Alexandro. You got to check out the podcast for that interview. We did it via phone, so it was not a live Google Hangout for YouTube. So you got to go straight to the podcast to check out that interview. But he will be on the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson tonight. So we got to chat about that this morning. Also, his web series Teachers Lounge, the finale of that is going to be happening tonight on thundershorts.com. So we had a lot to talk about with him. Unfortunately, you got to go to the podcast for that one. But one of the things we talked about a good bit on the morning show today was in New York City, they just released a statement. The people that oversee the St. Patrick's Day Parade, they will be letting an LGBT group openly march next year. Now, this has been a debate for a little while now. They allow people that are gay to march, but they do not allow any gay and anything that kind of says, hey, anything that basically indicates that someone is gay, essentially, like any LGBT paraphernalia or anything like that. They basically don't let them celebrate that as a heritage or a way or anything like that. And last year it caused a bit of a spark. I talked about it on this channel last year. Mayor Bill de Blasio boycotted the parade. Guinness withdrew their sponsorship, so there was a lot of backlash over what a lot of people saw as exclusion of LGBT people, and I can see that. I think that this is a time for people to celebrate who they are and to kind of enjoy a parade. So why kind of exclude some people? And here's some kind of feedback from that. Now, a lot of people, even some of those affiliated with the church, are happy about this policy change. Roman Catholic Cardinal Timothy Dolan, he called the policy change wise, said the parade organizers had his confidence and support. I guess people are saying that this is supposed to be an event about unity. It's not supposed to be about exclusion. Now, Bill Donahue, the president of the Catholic League, he said that if this policy change leads to a flood of special interest groups tooting their own agendas, such as, quote, the NRA Catholics, the vegetarian Catholics, then I wouldn't march. So, Donahue's still kind of a little not so okay with this, and he's making the argument. Here's my response to that argument, though. Being gay is not a political agenda. Being gay is who somebody is. That's part of their identity. That's their sexuality. They're celebrating who they are the same way somebody who is Irish is celebrating that part of their identity. It's virtually kind of the same thing. It's part of one's identity, their sexuality. And so I don't like, to try to link that as some kind of political agenda when really it's not. It's who somebody is. And I think the people coming out in favor of this, the people that responded negatively by boycotting it and so forth, they were expressing that. They were saying this is about inclusion and making people celebratory and celebrating each other and celebrating our cultural differences and celebrating who we are as a people and coming together. This is not about excluding people. And I understand that there's that religious connotation to St. Patrick's Day, but come on, it's not in the parade. And when Donahue and the people were saying like that kind of stuff last year, oh, we need to preserve the integrity. Well, what is that? The integrity? Well, somebody is vomiting behind a trash can because they're so hammered. Yeah, the green beer means chastity. I mean, come on. I get it that St. Patrick's Day in its original form has a religious connotation, but in the parade, come on. You see all kinds of stuff at that parade. Some might be family friendly, some not. So to kind of make that argument is just null and void. And exclusion is not family friendly either. So, I think that people are coming around on this, and I think that's a good thing. And, I disagree full-heartedly with the whole kind of link that Bill Donahue made. I think that's a very inaccurate link to make. Just being gay and saying, hey, we're part of the community, we're gay, and we're here too, celebrating alongside everyone else. That's not a political agenda. That's just who somebody is, and they should be able to express that. There's nothing wrong with that. I think my personal take on it is that anything should be welcome. Even if it does have a political agenda, it should be allowed, it should be permitted, but it might not necessarily be smiled upon. If I'm at a St. Patrick's Day parade and somebody's like passing out flyers for a certain candidate or some kind of political agenda, even if it's something I agree with, I'm not going to be like, I'm going to be like, I'm kind of not in the mood for this right now. I kind of just want to enjoy a parade and celebrate each other and celebrate life and not be in tune to advocacy right this moment. I'm a pretty politically minded guy, but I gotta shut it off sometimes for my own sanity, and I feel like most people share that sentiment. So I can understand him saying this is not a time for political special interests and stuff like that. Okay, well that's fair, but that's not somebody that's LGBT expressing that. That's not a political interest. That's not a political agenda. That's who somebody is. That's part of their identity. So this was kind of some cool news. Next year they're going to permit it. A group's going to be able to apply, and then in 2016 more LGBT groups will be able to apply as well. I don't know exact numbers. I don't know if there's some kind of numeric limit or what, but either way, it's good that people are evolving, and even people within the Catholic Church are saying, this is a good thing because this is about inclusion, and we kind of want to move forward, and I think that this could be a symbolic gesture of a better tomorrow to come in terms of an equal society where everybody can kind of just participate together and leave the judgment aside. So I guess that's an uplifting ending here. Again, please check out the podcast. There's more on the issue with the St. Patrick's Day Parade, as well as the Ted Alexandro interview, all kinds of fun stuff. You've been watching a summary from the Indie Bohemians Morning Show. We'll be coming back at you next week. I will have a different haircut. Going to get my haircut soon. I'm ready. I'm tired of this. It's over. I'm over it. So thanks for watching. This is Ron Placone signing out. Have a great weekend. Oh, real quick, anybody that's in Decatur, Illinois, I will be at the Main Hangar Comedy Club Friday and Saturday night. So if you're not doing anything, come out and say hey. And that's all I got. This is Ron Placone signing out.